Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It's time for your reading. My name is Kelly. I'll be doing the read here. I'm getting all comfy. My chair doesn't feel right. There we go. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. And let's see what's going on. Perthro. Okay. Perthro's in reverse. This is going to be like a secret or a leak or something. We don't really know what this is talking about yet. It could be a bunch of things, actually. You know, Perthro doesn't necessarily have to be a leak. It can also be something unexpected that you don't know about. The meaning of Perthro is unknown, so what else? Arcana. Oh, well, that's a good rune to be next to this. Arcana. Interesting. Berkano is talking about some sort of a new beginning, new phase, new project. Fehu in reverse. So now Fehu in reverse can be talking about making sure that you're very, very conservative with your money. Okay, now is not the time for any big purchases or expecting something, immediate profit. You know what I mean? Don't expect something that's going to happen immediately. You are moving towards some sort of growth, so yeah. Well, what else? Anzus. Well, I like Anzus, especially when it's in the upright, and I like it anywhere in the reading because it's talking about, truth, speaking your truth, But what it's telling you here, Pisces, is to look for hidden messages because, see, look at this. This is talking about something hidden. So look for some hidden messages or something. What else? Hagalaz. This is like a disruptor here. This is kind of this could be an actual sudden turn of events with Hagalaz right here. That could definitely be some sort of disruption here. Something that you might have thought was proving unstable is going to change. This can also indicate, you don't want to actually push too hard either, Pisces. Let things unfold naturally. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Also, be really conservative with your money, like I said. Yeah, trust your own word. Trust your truth. Trust this is kind of like also divine energy too. So this is having trust in something higher than ourselves, because everything seems to be working out. It's just right now you want to be very conservative, and also make sure that you're taking care of your health too. Huh. What else is going on with Pisces? Isa, okay. Isa is ice. It's something cold, you know. You could be dealing with somebody that's cold, feeling cold, somebody that's not moving, something like that. Aha. All right. So now Ingwaz is a seed, okay, and this seed here is still underground, frozen. That's why it's not emerged yet. So this person is in a current state of suspension. Yeah, they might seem cold. They might seem cold and detached. And they're not moving forward because they're waiting for the right moment. Or they could be actually even paralyzed, you know, because of their own internal intention. Let's see what else. This person has a good idea, but it's still underground. The Rasasus in reverse. This person is struggling with some sort of internalized aggression. Maybe they lack some sort of clarity or something. Or they might be prone to compulsive decisions or feel like they're victimized. Yeah. They could be blocking their own path. What else? Elhaz. Well, this is really good news. And so this is divine protection. Like I said, this is spiritual here. This is like the voice of Odin, the breath of Odin. You know what I mean? So you are divinely protected. This kind of backs that up right there. All right? Despite all of this, you're protected. I want to kind of do a little bit of a different type of a read here for a change. So I'm going to pull some regular tarot out. What's going on with Pisces? You got the Magician. The Magician. I like the Magician though. The Magician is, you know, kind of telling you that you have everything that you need to some sort of an extent, for sure. Let's see what else. The Three of Cups. Ooh, okay. The Three of Cups usually, you know, talks about some sort of a disappointment, okay? Maybe some sort of a minor disappointment. But the thing about it is, and this card is a little bit different than your average Five of Cups. I might have said Three of Cups. Sorry, this is Five of Cups. This is a little bit different than your average Five of Cups, because you see there's three cups still standing. So, you know, it's much better. It's much better, for sure. Mm-hmm. Let's get another card. I know it looks kind of sad, you know, it looks sad, you know, and look at this too, before I even go on to the next card. You can see here, this is Fehu, okay? You're worried about money. Yeah, you could be worried about your financial situation. You want to be really conservative right now too, Pisces. But I see Gabo there. You see Gabo? This is a Bindrune, by the way. A Bindrune, Pisces, is when you put 2 or 3 runes together to make one. This is Gabo. Gabo is a gift and a blessing, and it's got Isa in the middle of it. Now, Isa indicates, you know, kind of slow movement. Here it is right here. Isa, see? What else? The sun. Wow, now I like the sun. And look at this, Pisces. If you'll notice on this sun card, it's got Ingwas on, it's got, sorry, it's got Kenaz on there twice. That's a win-win situation. And the sun is the happiest card in the whole tarot. So I like where this is going. Let's clarify this here. Why is the Magician here? You got the Hanged Man, but the Hanged Man is in reverse. Notice how the Hanged Man is in reverse. It is kind of interesting too, because as you can see, it's got Awaz on there, the death rune right on his chest, and the death rune, there's no reverse on it. It's upright, period. But the Hangman being in reverse is kind of like sort of the end of some sort of suspension. Okay. So something that may have been suspended. This is like kind of like maybe breaking some sort of stagnation. I like that. What else? The Tower. Interesting. The Tower here is like the great disruptor. It's just like Hagalaz right here. Here it is. And this is the clearing path. This is clearing the path for the Magician. So this is, see how it's burning everything away? It's clearing the path for the Magician. All right? There could be like some sort of flash insight or something, you know. It could make you look at things, how you see things differently. I like it. I like it. It's not really too bad. What else? Why is the Three of Cups there? I keep saying 3. The reason why I keep saying 3 is because I see 3. This is the 5 of Cups, okay? So why is the 5 of Cups there? You know, the King of Pentacles. Well, that's kind of good. I like that. You know, and like I said, also Pisces, you know, this Five of Cups here is much different than your typical Five of Cups, because the typical one, there's only 2 cups standing, and here there's 3. So, yeah. And this is the King of Cups, kind of like, you know, it talks about some sort of grounding, you know, some sort of financial security or something that you know, I feel that everything is still secure, Pisces. Let's get another card. Dang. Dumping cards all over my lap. That's no good. Here we go. The King of Cups. Wow. So this is, you know, mastering. This is really good, Pisces. This is you know, despite all of this, despite this is probably most likely this Perthro right here touching Hagalaz, part of the tower. It's like, huh? What just happened? Despite all that, something's falling away, clearing your path with Hagalaz and the tower. And despite everything, you're still, I feel that you're still, you know, your finances are safe and your career is safe. Oops, here we go. There's the cups. And, you know, this is emotional maturity, all right? And this is being able to handle, you know, your emotions, handling your emotions. Look again. You see Gable there, right here, and you see Perthro. Now, Perthro is happiness and joy. Well, look at what the next card is here, the Sun. And the Sun is like the happiest card in the deck. So what else? Why is the Sun there? The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. So something could be moving to you very quickly, or you could be moving very quickly. Yeah. Oh, the Hermit. Well, now that's kind of like that's kind of weird in a way, because you know, it's like you want to go forward, but then you want to pull back at the same time. You know what I mean? Because the Hermit is talking about, you know, it kind of actually kind of balances things out, really, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, it's just saying to act wisely before you act too quickly, okay? So make sure that, you know, you don't act on impulse, in other words, okay? Don't act on impulse. That's what Isa here is telling you about it too. And you can see Isa right here. Interesting. Interesting reading. Let's see what else is going on here. I'm kind of curious about this other person over here. I'm kind of curious about this person here. So let's pull some of these cards out. All right. So what's going on with this other person here for Pisces? The Whip and Broom. The Whip and Broom. Can you guys see that? I want to make sure you guys can see that. Yeah, I guess you can see it. Whip and Broom. I'll put it right here. So this person kind of has, you know, this person could be really hard on themselves. Or they're currently clearing out something that feels conflicting to them. What else is going on? The stork. Well, that's a good card. So this person is improving. Okay, this talks about it's actually they're actually moving towards some sort of change. Okay, or physical circumstance. Yeah. So they're although who and I don't really feel I don't feel too ill about this person, but they have some sort of conflict that they're going on, and this talks about some sort of improvement, and they are actually physically moving towards Ingwaz here, which is, the ice is melting for them, and this is about ready to grow. All right. But it could, it looks like they're kind of like beating themselves up or something from something. Yeah, I don't know. It could be a drive to fix something. It could be a drive to fix something even though it hurts. Okay, so this person might want to fix something even though it hurts. Because I see thoracicis right here. See, that's a thorn. And they got the sun. Okay, so it looks like things are going to work out for this person. They're going to be able to see the light. The sun is going to illuminate something, and it's going to thaw this Isa for them. Yeah, so I don't really see. Just right now, they could be going through some sort of problem. What else? Let's pull some of these Moonology cards out here. What else is going on with Pisces? Surrender to the divine, Pisces. Yeah, surrender to the divine, and we are divinely protected right here. Like I said, I felt that really strongly when I pulled Onzus out, because this is the breath of Odin. What else? Take time to breathe out. This discerning moon. And these Pisces here are called the Aarm runes. They're from Ireland and Scotland, and I'm just going to probably only pull, I don't know, I'll pull a couple. What's going on with Pisces? These are from Ireland and Scotland. Before it was Ireland and Scotland. Starf. Okay, Starf, it could be anger, so we'll see. I'm going to read it out of the book. What else? Beh. Well, now that's awesome. See, look at this. There it is. Berkano. It means the same thing. Beh is joyful new beginnings, and and birth. Just like it's the same. They mean the same thing, just about practically. And hyphen. Wow. So let's see what this is talking about. Let's get to Stir first. And let me see here. These are really quite interesting runes when you get into the read of them, because they don't necessarily always mean everything. They don't really mean everything that they do mean. They only mean certain things. It's kind of weird. I'll explain to you. Like, for example, this particular card, Starf, is the blackthorn tree. All right. Now, the blackthorn tree means distress, some sort of distress maybe, or it could be some sort of a secret. See, now this right here is talking about the unknown or secrets. And yeah, this is also known as the tree of the dead. And so it's time to focus on causes rather than the results of the problems. So, you know, you want to, if you're trying to, you know, situate something, focus on the causes rather than the results of the problems. Yeah. And face your challenges head on. Yeah. Also, this card could be talking about something unexpected. Now, this right here is talking about something unexpected, an unexpected turn of events, you know. Yeah. Something that's going to change this feeling in limbo, and you're not going to be in limbo any longer with the Hermit in reverse. So yeah, that's kind of like what I'm really feeling for this particular card. And it's also, it kind of tells you to keep what you know to yourself, okay? Keep what you know to yourself until the road is, you know, becomes more clear. And the road is going to become more clear because there's the Tower clearing everything out, okay? Yeah. So I like that. Let's get in here to Beth. Where is Beth? I like Beth. Beth is really, you know, and I already kind of like told you exactly what it means. And it kind of sort of does. I would just want to look at it in the book, though. Because it's the very first rune, so it couldn't be that hard to find. There we go. So this is the birch tree. And you know, it's interesting. Berkano is the birch tree as well. See? Yeah. And the meaning of it is, you know, it's associated with joyful new beginnings, okay? This could be some sort of a new phase in your life, you know, some sort of a new birth relationship, something new, you know, at work, something new is changing. Yeah. And just remember, you know, Pisces, sometimes change can be uncomfortable and challenging, but, you know, now is the perfect time to get ready for the changes and transformations that are laying ahead, all right? So that's very, very positive card. I really like it. Let's get over here to Iphon. Now, Iphon talks about being, this is a very, very positive rune, Pisces. It's talking about feeling free of guilt and shame, okay? This is the pine or the gooseberry tree. And it's talking about enjoying daily life and divination as well. It's talking about feeling, you know, free from guilt and shame. And Iphon represents our ability to appreciate pleasant aspects and discover, you know, our insights. And that's kind of like where I like the Hermit, you know, going in and discovering our insights before racing through, right? Pine tree is known for its sturdiness and long lifespan, and this symbolizes the importance of enjoying life and finding joy despite difficulties. Gooseberry represents the ability to be aware of natural beauties and visions and divination. So it improves your insight. So this is really you know, using your intuition and you know, the psychic abilities that we already have built in with us, within us, because we're Pisces, and Pisces, you know, we're very intuitive. Yeah. Really good read, actually. What else? Forge a new path. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of old patterns and embrace the power of possibility. You are fully supported, Pisces. All right, you guys? All right, I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.